Broadcast of Corbin Redhound football. Tonight we're at Campbell Field for varsity action between the Redhounds and the Bulldogs of Hazard. I'm Randy McCarg along with my partner Mike Goforth, and Jason Snell is our cameraman. And we're at a rain-soaked Campbell Field where we've had a rather lengthy delay tonight due to lightning, and has been accompanied by some heavy rain at times. If my clock is correct, it's about 8:50 p.m., almost 9 o'clock before we're getting this game underway. But hopefully, Mike, the lightning is past and we'll hold off and we can get this game in.
Yeah, from the radar we were looking at on the little phones, it looked like most of it's moved through the area. We're going to have a really a challenging time for the players with as wet as the field is, so that's going to have some impact on the game. It was interesting watching the kickers warming up. Austin Delpont is the name of the kicker and punter for Hazard, and he was really impressive, Randy.
Yes, he sure was. We was watching him as he was warming up, and didn't seem to affect him at all. But I imagine if they get into situations where they want to try a field goal, there will be some challenges due to the field condition. And we just had a real heavy shower there for a minute, and so we may not be done with the rain either. So, and as I look, I can see it is still sprinkling a little bit. I can look to the right here and see that. Well, let's get some of our grunt work out of the way. As we get started here, we want to remind you, as always, that this broadcast is a product of Redhound Productions, and any reproduction or use of this broadcast for any reason is strictly prohibited without written consent from Redhound Productions. I want to remind you that you can order Redhound football packages by contacting Michelle Payne at 528-4067, or you can go via the internet at www.redhoundproductions.com. Corbin Middle School football packages are on sale for $40 and high school football packages for $50 until October 1st, and then there will be an increase in the price, so hurry and order your packages today. If you're watching us on RBS Channel 18, you're watching us, it's Tuesday evening, and that's when you can always catch the Redhound replay of the varsity action. Always on Tuesday night, you'll see the prior Friday's game. And on Monday evenings, you can tune in and catch the prior Thursday games of the 7th and 8th grade middle school Redhounds. Both of those were big winners at North Laurel last night. The weather played a factor in that game also. It was supposed to be a home game, and we had a monsoon come through here. We were able to load the kids on a bus and went to London where it had not even rained, and were able to get those games in. We want to remind you about our corporate sponsors of Redhound Productions. Angela Morris, Doctor of Audiology at Southeast Kentucky Audiology. She's located at 1707 Cumberland Falls Highway, Suite U7. You can call 528-9993 to schedule an appointment. Also, the Bluegrass Medical Center, located in Corbin at 1317 Cumberland Falls Highway, Suite B. And also in Williamsburg on U.S. Highway 25 South, Suite 2C. You can call to schedule an appointment at 523-5402. Tri-County Elks Lodge, number 2826, serving our communities, states, and country since 1868. For information on joining the local lodge, you can call 523-1076 or visit them at 207 North Main Street in Corbin. As always, we ask that you patronize our sponsors when you can. If you have the opportunity, mention to them that you enjoy watching Redhound football on Redhound Productions and what they do to support both. And if you're interested, if you happen to be watching and you're interested in becoming a corporate sponsor of Redhound Productions, again, call Michelle Payne at 528-4067. Well, Mike, I looked at the center of the field there, midfield, and the captains and coaches of each squad are out there for the coin toss.
And Hazard comes into this game highly ranked in single-A football in the state. The AP polls place them at 4th. The Lexington Herald Leader Dave Cantrell's ratings also shows them at 4th in single-A. Corbin in the AP voting poll in 2A is 2nd in the state. Fort Campbell's number 1 in the voting poll. And in the Dave Cantrell comparative score rankings that are computerized, he brings Corbin in at 4th in 2A. And so we've got Corbin coming in undefeated, 4-0, and Hazard comes in at 3-1. We're looking for a very tough competitive game. The wet field could certainly be a factor as far as players being able to cut and get around the corner, things of that nature. Might have a wet ball that might impact the passing game too. So turnovers could become a problem with the wet ball that we're probably going to have tonight.
Well, Hazard won the coin toss, Mike, and they defer. So Redhounds will receive the ball to our left to start this game. And as you said, Corbin coming in with a 4-0 record, having defeated Harlan by a score of 42-16. Danville in the Pigskin Classic, 31-14. 34-8 victors over North Laurel. And then last week, a game that the Redhounds didn't look very inspired, but they did pitch a shutout, beating South Laurel 21-0. Hazard, 3-1 record coming in. They are 33-6 winners over Leslie County. They lost their second game out to Letcher County Central, a tough squad there, 35-21. And then the last 2 weeks, Mike, they've put up some big scores on the board, beating Paris 52-6 and Williamsburg 63-8. I don't imagine that we'll look for them to put that kind of point total on the board tonight.
Well, let's hope not. It's going to be number 27, Austin Delpont, a senior for Hazard, to kick off. And we watched him both doing place kicking as well as punting, warming up, and he's got quite the leg and foot.
Michael, note, Devin Souders, number 6, a starter for the Redhounds. I believe the information we got, he might have strained the MCL, and he's not dressed tonight. He'll be out a couple weeks.
He's a good player. I hope he has a quick recovery there. Looks like 26 Matthew Taylor and number 4 Ben Hoover back deep for Corbin to receive the kick. And I'd say with what we saw in warm-ups, unless they decide to do a little pooch kick, one of those deep guys is going to be chasing the ball here in just a moment.
Yeah, he may put it right out of the end zone.
It's in Hoover's direction. Into the end zone. You're right. That'll come out to the 20. Corbin 1st and 10.
We were talking a little bit about kickers. They're watching him warm up, Mike. And I remember one a few years ago up at Middlesboro, and I can't recall his name. But they beat us that night at Middlesboro soundly, and he kicked, I think, about 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
Yeah, I think that young man made it maybe as a freshman onto the UK roster, and something happened. He didn't stick with the team.
I think all but one went into the end zone.
He was a very fine kicker. I hated that it didn't work out for him at UK.
Right up the middle.
Is that Foley? Brady Foley with the ball. Good run by Brady, about 11 yards. Had a hole there, too, so the blockers did a good job.
Nice way to start the game. First down, Redhounds.
(15) Ben House and 26 Matthew Taylor to the right, but Taylor goes into motion to the left. Watkins. 2 or 3 yards there, Randy.
Yeah, Watkins off left tackle. And
Caleb's our leading ground gainer on the year coming into the game with 50 attempts and 556 yards. Matthew Taylor, second leading ground gainer, 27 attempts, 270 yards.
Fritz down there is the third back. He was the last one that had over 100 yards. He has 136 on 28 carries.
And he's still bouncing back from the knee injury.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Watkins gets grabbed for about a 2-yard loss. Nowhere to go there.
30-yard line if they don't mark him even at the 29.
So good defense by Hazard. They plugged the hole and then some.
Sure did.
So bring up third and about just a little over 10 yards to go. 10 minutes, 35 seconds remaining, first quarter. Opening drive.
Foley coming out now. Well, I thought he was coming out here to the left. Now he's in motion back to the right.
Aaron Manns and Matthew Taylor to the left. And Watkins now in motion to the right. Well, we tried to set up a screen, but I'll tell you, I'm glad he didn't catch it because the defense would have had him for a loss, I'm afraid.
Actually, Roman's doing good to get that pass off, Mike. The defensive line for Hazard right in there.
So fourth down and just a hair over 10 yards to go. Corbin in a punting situation. Matthew Taylor out to punt. Brady Foley's the back in front of him. Do you look for a fake here, Randy? No.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
We're in motion. He does the kick. Starts at 28.
Whoa.
Well, we saw the wet turf play a role there. We had a couple of would-be tacklers who slipped on the wet grass.
Yeah, as they were closing in on him, all of a sudden they lost their footing, went sliding.
So you're probably going to have to approach a little slower on this wet turf.
Didn't affect the Hazard return man, however, as he has a nice return out here, about a 42-yard return.
Now, some cleats are a little bit taller than others. Maybe, there's a difference there.
Well, I imagine the Redhounds, if every man that they had the cleats for, I'm sure has the longest cleats available.
Aaron Mann's almost had him in the backfield. Good hard tackle there. 26 Taylor gets him at the 35-yard line. I believe Matthew comes in as our leading tackler. Let me look here.
Yeah, 15 tackles for Matthew. And that's the tackles he's been given credit for.
And 12 assisted tackles. He comes in. Caleb Watkins looks like may have had just a couple of more when you add up his solos and his assisted. But Matthew's right second, looks like they're on the tackle list.
Well, Crawford, Foley, and Watkins and Taylor, those four guys have 10 or more tackles.
Incomplete. Quarterback for Hazard's been rather successful this year. That's John Combs, and he's a junior. Third and about 3.
Well, that's something I was wanting to mention there, Mike. And looking at their stats, they are a very balanced team. As they've got coming in here, they have 778 yards rushing, 875 yards passing. A very balanced attack. Nice play.
Brady Foley with the tackle just a little behind the line of scrimmage. That brings up 4th and about 5.
Big play right there by Brady. Brady, a very emotional guy, and he made a big play right there.
Now Del Pont's on, but is this a fake?
That possibly could be. But we also saw him punting, and he was doing a good job getting around the goal line.
He punts it. Goes for the left corner.
Watch this. No.
It went in the end zone.
Nice punt. It was rolling, and that gave him a shot of downing that ball.
He'll get credit for a 35-yard punt, but about a 20-yard net or a 15-yard net. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 15-yard net. That's right. Where's my calculator?
8:31 left here, first quarter action, and I believe it's homecoming tonight.
They need to advertise that more, How would people who live far off know that it was homecoming tonight?
That's true.
Now, maybe it was mentioned in the newspaper today or paper on Wednesday, but you don't get much notice on that just for the general public. Ryan Fritz on the carry, gets a couple of yards.
That Hazard defense early here in the first quarter, they're proving to be tough up the middle.
2nd and 8. Hazard has some big boys there on the line, and one of them's managing his way off the field. House and Fritz to the right. Well, that play might have been a broken play. I hope Roman's okay. He lost his balance. The ball was on the turf, I think, for a split second, and he got it up before he started to look like maybe he was going to hand it off, but then held on to it. Loss on the play, back to the 20. 3rd and about 10.
Redhound offense sputtering a little bit here early in the game. Of course, we traditionally this year have been slow starters.
We have, and we're on this wet turf. I think it's going to take a little while to make adjustments there. Get used to this. We just need to avoid turnovers here at this point.
Oh, intercepted. all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Ball pops out, but it was already out of bounds, so there is a flag. Randy sees in the middle of the field there. Let's see what the call is. Holding, it's going to be against the defense. Let's see if that will negate the interception, or is that on the run back? That was the illegal block signal, I think. That would have probably been on the run back. So probably Hazard's going to keep the ball, but 15 yards back.
Well, Redhounds get a bit of a break there.
10 yards
That
back.
was an ill-advised pass. I tell you, though, I'll make mention again. I want to give Roman Mitchell credit because everybody, most fans were.
Well, we wondered. He had not started a varsity game
wondered
before,
how he would
so
do.
we just didn't know.
And he's completed coming into this game, Mike, 23 of 37 for 417 yards, 5 touchdowns. And he's done a rather good job, I think.
That throw was underthrown, a little bit of a lackadaisical toss. He was just trying to let it float in. I think he'd have been better off going ahead and airing that one out. Matthew Taylor with the tackle.
Nice play right there.
A couple of yards at the most on the pickup.
It's Alex Hall, number 2 for Hazard on the carry there, Mike. He's their leading rusher coming into this game. He had 252 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the season coming into this game. 6:30 left here in first quarter action.
Second and about 8.5 yards to go. He goes out of bounds. He's at about the 20-yard line. They're going to put him at about the 19-yard line, and that is very close to a first down. Let's see. So third down, they're signaling out there. It looks like, what, about a yard to go, Randy?
Yeah, very short yardage here. This is what you want, a third short.
And they are definitely in either 4-down territory or field goal country here.
Absolutely,
for this,
yes.
For them. We're blitzing, and I think we're going to get tagged for blitzing a little early there.
Yeah. Looked like number 19, Brady Foley, might have got in there a little early. He's anxious.
Unless they drew us off, let's see. Yeah, they signaled offsides against Corbin, so that'll be a first down for Hazard. Well, Hazard's threatening here with 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first quarter. No score yet on the board.
Yeah, serious threat right now, Mike, on the 13-yard line.
Time for a turnover.
He's got plenty of time. He's got good protection. He's going to be knocked out of bounds down there.
Our men made a good effort, but you could again see the struggles people are having with the wet turf and being able to get where you want to be and be able to stop and make adjustments is very difficult on this wet field tonight.
Well, looking at the stats, Mike, of course, we mentioned that the quarterback, he's thrown for 648 yards coming in here. He's also rushed for 141 yards, and I wondered if it wouldn't affect them in a negative way.
Yeah.
They hold him.
He's at about the 2-yard line. Second and goal from about the 2.
What I was getting at, though, seems that thus far it looks like it's had more of a negative effect on the Redhounds.
They do. Fake a handoff up the middle and let one of those guys come to the left of the ball. Let's see what they do. They're over there on the right hash.
Procedure.
So that should be 5-yard penalty against Hazard. Now that may help us here, hold them out of the end zone.
Oh, Mike, you're already yawning. We're just getting started. A 9 o'clock start.
Well, I heard the cameraman there say he got out of bed about 3:30 in the morning. I was going to ask him why he was out of bed that early, but we'll have to ask him later. Now, I got up at 6:30, and I am starting to get a little sleepy.
Oh, more flags. I hear the Hazard coaches behind us yelling, movement again.
So another 5-yard penalty against Hazard.
I hear them behind us saying you can't shoot yourself in the foot. Now, if things hold true as they have through the season, Mike, we find that when teams do this to themselves, usually the Redhounds, can capitalize on these mistakes. So let's see if they can hold them.
They're out at about the 12.5-yard line. 2nd and goal from there. Combs to run. No, pulls it back. Sees a receiver. Touchdown to number 1, Jordan Olinger. Hazard's up 6-0 at 5:04 on the clock, first quarter.
Looks like the play where they got their big play in that drive. They get spread out, and then that quarterback, he's free to run. And this time he finds that receiver down there, but he just has so much time.
Now let's see if their place kicker nails the Corbin ladder truck there. He held up a little bit. I think he may go out. He did. It went across the fence. Landed on a hood of a vehicle there. 7-0. Hazard goes up. We'll have the kick in just a second. And Del Pont to kick off for Hazard after nailing that extra point for them. Well, Corbin has an early challenge here, down by 7 points, Randy.
Yeah, Redhound's in an unfamiliar position, really, being here at home. Down 7-0. 5:04 on the clock now as Hazard a kick. And let's see what the Redhounds do.
The deep kick going to be close to, 3-yard line. Matthew Taylor. He's at the 15, the 20. Up to about the 28-yard line. I don't see any flags.
Nice return.
About 25 yards or so, maybe 26 on the return.
Yeah, they're spotting him out there at about the 29, Mike.
26, 27-yard return.
Well, looks like the 29 to me.
Yeah, he got a little more of a better mark than I expected. Roman keeps the ball, but they bring him down pretty quickly. Hit him pretty hard there in the thigh, and Roman's a little slow to get up. He gets about 2 yards on the carry. Well, I think we faked them on the handoff momentarily.
That was a good fake.
But they reacted well once they saw he was rolling out with the ball.
Well, Roman, not a blazing speed coming out of there.
He still doesn't look like he's running real great. They kind of hit him in the thigh when they brought him down. It'll probably take a little while for that thigh to loosen back up. Ben House wide right, Brady Foley wide left. Taylor in motion, gets the give. And they get him in the backfield. That was a little slow developing. All right, now the official is pointing at a Hazard player through the flag right at his feet. What's the call? Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hazard. That's going to give us a first down. Wonder what happened there.
Well, I didn't see it, Mike, but that is a big break for the Redhounds.
He put the head official laid that flag right at the toe of one of the players. He walked right up to him and was talking to him.
Well, he may have said something, Mike, because I seen the referee indicating to the coach that he was talking.
Well, you're not allowed to, what is it, badger or taunt,
right?
Something like that.
Well, the Redhounds needing to get off the block here, Mike, and they've got a nice opportunity here with that penalty now out at the 42-yard line.
Taylor in motion. Roman incomplete, batted down the line. Fake pump might have helped there, and he maybe needed to move a little quicker.
Yeah, that was good defense on the part of Hazard.
3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, first quarter. 2nd and 10. Corbin down by 7. Ben House wide left. Matthew Taylor coming wide right. Caleb Watkins and Brady Foley in the backfield. Roman Mitchell up under center. Watkins. Got about 3 or 4.
All right, Mike. I want you to look right up there. I believe I see a little bit of the moon.
Coming through. That's a good sign. Hopefully no more rain. I thought you were going to point to the red blinking light and tell me there was something coming into land. I think that's the CSX Railroad tower there flashing.
Yeah, it's good to see that moon peeking out here. This is a big third down play, 3rd and 6 for the Redhounds from the 46.
Hate to tell you that, but that looks like a crescent moon and a star there.
It does, doesn't it?
Come on. Brady Foley, boom. Well, our receiver made a good effort to hold on, but he just got hit by 2 or 3 men as he was trying to bring it in. Incomplete.
Yeah, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, they wrecked him pretty good. I mean, he almost brought it in, but he wouldn't have been able to go very far with 3 men on him. Yeah. Hazard so far, they've scouted us well, and their players are reacting well. They're responding very quickly to where the ball is or where it's going.
Well, Mike, I don't know. This is my take right now. It still looks like the Redhounds might be a little bit flat.
And I noticed we commented about last week's game that it was a more slower-paced, lethargic game.
Mm-hmm.
Our head coach, Coach Jules, quoted in the local paper, was saying that our team was, I think he called them lackluster last week.
Mm-hmm.
But he said we had a good week of practice this week. Maybe we just got to get hit here in the face a few times and get pushed around, and then maybe our men will get, fired up a little more.
Well, Hazard is definitely playing an aggressive game. And, I mean, as you say, you can tell that they have scouted us well because they are on top of everything we're trying to do right now.
Plenty of time for us to make adjustments, and we're only down by 1 score.
Yep. We'll remind you real quickly, this broadcast is a product of Redhound Productions, and any reproduction or use of this broadcast for any reason is strictly prohibited without written consent of Redhound Productions.
Hey, tail forward to what's coming out of the backfield.
Site number 2, Alex Hall back deep for the punt. Matthew Taylor to punt. Rugby style. Lands at the 25, comes at the 18. Again, the wet turf takes out a couple of our would-be tacklers, and they get about a 12-yard return.
Well, it helps a lot as far as the return man's concerned, Mike. He knows where he's going.
Closer to a 15-yard return where the mark is. Yeah, if you can fake the guy one time in this wet turf, the defender, if he's moving any speed at all, he can't make a second adjustment out there.
Well, Redhound defense really needs to make a big stop here right now.
So Hazard at their own 35-yard line. Combs looking deep. He has Olinger there. Out of bounds, incomplete. And then our defender was right there with him. It's number 2, Mitchell Frederick.
Nice coverage right there. Right now, in the line, I think that's where the games are won and lost, Mike. Right now, with Hazard winning that battle down there in the line, he's getting great protection.
Yeah, and they have a really good-sized looking line there. Big guys.
We've got to find a way to get some pressure on him.
Gives up the middle. He finds a little room. Aaron Manns grabs a hold of him first and gets help from about half the defense. And Aaron had the initial wrap up there. He gets, about 2 or 3 yards on the carry. I believe number 22 on the carry, Sloan. 3rd and, about 7.
3rd and 7, ball on the 38-yard line.
Well, they're spreading the field here. 2 receivers wide right, 2 wide left. Shotgun formation. Timeout, says their quarterback. Let's talk it over.
Well, with this timeout, Mike, I'll quickly remind folks that they can order the Redhound football packages by contacting Michelle Payne at 528-4067 or via the internet at www.redhoundproductions.com. $40 for middle school package, $50 for the high school package. Price increases on October 1st, so hurry and order your copy today.
2 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Hazard's coming back quickly from the timeout. Corbin team still talking it over. Big 3rd down here. You'd like to see Corbin put the stop on and get the ball back.
Yeah, they need a big play right here. Good to hear the band over there, huh?
Yeah, they've been away at band competition quite a bit this year, and I think it adds a lot to have them at the games. Shotgun formation. All right, going to do a halfback pass. He throws it up in the air.
It's caught.
Wow. That'll be a first down. Our defender was there, but he didn't realize the ball was there, I think, until too late.
It's C.J. Crawford, number 9, on the coverage for the Redhounds.
The receiver was a big, tall guy, and he was just able to stand up straight and reach up and get it. Our defender was just a little shorter, and that played a little role there. I thought the way the pass was thrown, though, our defense might have seen it coming and been able to react, but I don't know that he knew it was there till pretty late.
Well, right now, everything that Hazard's doing is working.
He pops through for about 3 yards. 3 or 4 defenders on him. Who's getting up out of there? 33 Okuma and 42 Watkins get up out of the bottom of that pile. PA announcer says Brady Foley had part of the tackle. 19. I saw 2 other guys get up out of the bottom of that, though. I don't know. PA guy, he may be right, he may be wrong. He's saying the same thing about me, probably. Second and about 7.5 yards to go. Uh-oh, they got a receiver open left. They don't see him, incomplete. Whew. Our quarterback stayed a little shorter here, and number 1, Olinger, took off, and he didn't have anybody around him.
Nobody. I mean, that was touchdown. Redhound's very fortunate there.
Wonder what our cornerback was reading there. There's nobody, and the safety wasn't coming over to take over.
Isn't this Souter's position over here normally, where Dylan Reed's playing right now, number 13?
Injury, yeah.
And
what do you bet they come back to that? What do you bet they come back to that?
Well,
play?
yeah, I mean, I'd be looking.
Well, I see our safety's coming over this time. He's looking over here.
Complete.
Olinger with the catch. He's a big, tall young man. He's listed as a freshman. Big, tall young man.
He came into the game with 202 yards receiving. And
yeah, very successful
touchdown.
so far. Just looking at him, you wouldn't think that's a freshman. Maybe I'm not reading this minuscule print right, but it says capital F, little r under year. I think that's freshman.
I believe so.
First down 10, Hazard at the Corbin 34. Hazard already up by a score.
Well, they're working out of the no huddle.
Give up the middle. 13, no gain. .58 and 19 in on the tackle there for Corbin. Is that Goforth and Foley?
Yep. Yeah, that'd be Jonathan Goforth and Brady Foley.
PA announcer repeated 58, Goforth on the tackle. So he saw it the way we saw it that time, I think.
Second down 9, ball on the 33-yard line.
Of course, he's across the way. Sometimes they're going to see it better than we will from over here. We're on opposite sides. Aaron's almost had him, and the mud takes Aaron out. He gets about a yard on the carry, and that'll end the first quarter of play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 for Hazard, and Hazard leading by 7 when we come back in just a moment.
We're back to action. This is Redhound Football on Redhound Productions. If you're watching us on RBS Channel 18, it's Hazard and Corbin. We start the second quarter of action with the Redhounds trailing 7-0, and Hazard has the ball, 3rd and 6 on the Redhound 30-yard line, Mike.
Wet conditions playing a role here, hampering a lot of our Corbin defenders trying to make tackles. Screen is set up. He's down to about the 27-yard line.
Number 2, Mitchell Fredericks on the stop for the Redhounds.
24-yard lines, the new line of scrimmage, and they're saying it's going to be 4th and about 1 from there.
You're going for the first down here. No doubt about it. You're going for this.
Timeout. Oh, they're going to measure. They're going to measure.
If this stands up and it is a 4th down play and they go for it, if you're Corbin, you definitely want to be disciplined. You don't want to give it to them.
If you're Hazard, you're already up 7-0, 11 minutes, 37 seconds left here in the first half. Do you fake that handoff into the middle and let the quarterback look for his big receiver in the end zone?
Or have him run one. Yeah, well, he has that option. Yeah, that's been a play that's worked for them.
We could see fake up the middle and pass it. Let's see what happens here.
So 4th down play. Like I say, Mike, Redhounds need to be real disciplined. You don't want to give it to them by jumping off sides here. Make them earn it.
Quarterback's going to keep it.
Ball may be on the ground.
Yeah. Corbin says they've got
Redhounds have it.
But as long as they stopped him short of the first, it would be our ball anyway. Well, again, you know, a wet ball, a wet surface may have played a role. Thank goodness this time it was in Corbin's favor.
Well, Mike, it's about time because, as you say, we've seen a lot of Redhounds slipping and sliding and hitting the turf, and actually, I've not seen that happen much to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you got to wonder about the shoes, the spikes here on each side, the cleats, I guess they're called.
Yeah, because the Hazard kids, they're keeping their footing for some reason there, much better than the Redhounds.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 25, their own 25, Mike. It's where the Redhounds go to work.
Brady Foley and Ryan Fritz in the backfield. Fritz. Ryan finds a hole, gets some yardage. About the 27-yard line. Maybe the 28. That's a good 1st down pickup for Corbin. Is there a flag on the play? No. Thank goodness.
No.
Oh, they marked him all the way, all up to the 29. They marked him down a little sooner, a little earlier than I thought. I thought he got a little more than that.
So he got still a good pickup.
4.5 yards.
2nd down and 5.
I sure thought he had more than that.
Scoreboard's showing 3rd and 5, but this is 2nd down play coming.
Yeah. Matthew Taylor wide left. Fritz again. Going to be about a 1-yard loss on the play, maybe a half a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 5.5, 6 yards.
Hazard doing a real good job defensively. That's all you can say about it. Down there, that line, they are not giving.
They're diagnosing what we're doing, and they're physical and playing it well.
Yeah, they are. They're a physical team and real aggressive. Big play right here for the Redhounds. They need to get something going here with 10-15 left in the 2nd quarter.
Incomplete attempt to Brady Foley.
Well, they seem intent on throwing those little passes, and they're just not working.
And the defenders were right there running with Brady.
Yes.
I'm afraid he'd have had a tough time getting the 1st down had he caught the ball.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. Yeah, had he caught it, it would have been a tough go.
4th and about 5.5 to go. Corbin down by 7 points. Matthew Taylor in punt formation. It's Mahan in motion to the right. Rugby punt. Fielded at the 32. The man has to fall on it there.
Number 9, C.J. Crawford down there on the coverage.
I think the man for Hazard, he had idea of picking that ball up.
Yeah.
When he started to see how wet and muddy it was there, he went down on it.
Well, I tell you, I noticed that, and every time we have punted, they show no fear of picking that ball up. It is slick and everything, and that's something we might watch, here later in the game. That may play a part because it'd be awful easy to lose that ball.
I'd like to see us get a turnover right here. Let's hope for that. What would be even greater is to run it in for a touchdown. Let's see what happens.
Let's put that in the plan.
Yeah, we did that a few times last year.
We sure did.
Well, we took his feet out from under him. Was that Matthew Taylor at submarined him?
Yep.
And
Number 26.
Aaron Mans was in pursuit, but just couldn't quite get a hold of him.
But, they're getting good yardage. They're getting 3, 4, 5 yards of play here.
Yeah, 5 or 6 almost there.
We have to find a way to slow them down.
Second and about 5.
Oh, he slips that time, but he still keeps his footing.
19, Brady gets a hand on him and pulls him down.
Brady Foley on the tackle.
Good effort there. Line of scrimmage will be the 34.5, almost the 35-yard line. Third and about, it's a long 6.
9:04 on the clock. Big third down play, Mike. We need to stop.
Blitz by Foley.
Nice play.
Comes in. It's going to be 4th down and about 11 to go.
Number 26, Matthew Taylor.
All right, they're going to give him up to about the 31, so it's going to be 4th and about close to 10.
Well, that was good series right there by the defense. Now we need to get the ball and capitalize.
Yeah, they're marking it as 4th and 9 yards to go, but it's clearly a punting situation. Let's see how punter Del Pont does. He certainly looked impressive in warm-ups, puts him way up. He'll probably be out of the camera range. Challenge now to you, Jason, cameraman, to follow this ball. Well, he didn't get it quite so high that time. Fair catch and taken by Caleb Watkins at the 37. Yeah, they marked it way back to 35. I thought he got it about the 37.
Yeah, let's talk about our corporate sponsors of Redhound Productions and Redhound Football real quick, Mike. Angela Morris, Doctor of Audiology at Southeast Kentucky Audiology. She's on the Falls Highway in Corbin. 528-9993 is her phone number. You can call for an appointment. The Bluegrass Medical Center in Corbin on the Falls Highway, and also Williamsburg on 25 South. And you can call 523-5402 to schedule an appointment. And the Tri-County Elks Lodge, number 2826 on North Main Street in Corbin, 523-1076 for information on joining the Elks Lodge.
Taylor in motion. He gets the ball. Halfback pass.
Oh, wide open.
Ben House wide open. Ben may go. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Touchdown, Redhounds. Ben House. That play covers 65 yards.
That brings Corbin within a point. Well, that was a big play for Corbin.
Sure was. Well, they caught Hazard completely off guard on that one. And, you know, and I like this where we're sitting in the press box right here, Mike, with the opposing coaches behind us. And as soon as they saw Taylor going, before he even pulled up, I thought I heard them hollering pass.
Okuma kicks it up. It looks good. Let's see. They say yes. We're all tied up at 7. 7 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. We'll have Corbin's kick next.
Back to action at Campbell Field. This is Redhound Football on Redhound Productions and RBS Channel 18. Randy McCard, Mike Goforth, and Jason Snell, our cameraman. It's 7-7. We're all tied up. Thanks to a halfback pass, Matthew Taylor to Ben House that covered 65 yards, Mike.
Roman Mitchell for the kickoff. Kicks it to the right, stays in bounds. Well, it hit one of their receivers, and it bounced off him and went out, but that'll be where they get the ball.
Yeah, I was mentioning to you that it's really, you know, being over here in the press box when we have the opposing coaches, and it just gives you a little bit of an idea as a coach, you know, the panic that he had in his voice. He said, it's a pass, nothing that he can do. And the Redhounds burn them big there.
And the outcome of the kickoff is Hazard takes over the ball. Looks like at their own 14-yard line, so a successful kickoff there for Corbin.
Oh, yeah, outstanding. And now the Redhounds have them pinned down there. Let's see if we can have another series like we did in the prior one.
Handoff.
Oh, yeah.
58 Goforth.
Jonathan Goforth leading the way.
And 50, Guy Llewellyn got a part of it.
Number 42, Caleb Watkins getting up off the ground down there. Loss of 2 now, Mike, 2nd and 12. And the Redhounds playing inspired now.
Yeah, we've made some adjustments, and we reacted. We got fired up after they hit us in the face a few times.
Gets good protection. Oh, incomplete.
A little pushing and shoving going on out there on the field.
Well, he had his man, didn't he, Mike? But he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, he hit him right in stride there. Number 23, Joey Meehan, big tight end for Hazard. Third down now and 12.
.709 on the clock. Big third down play right here.
Aaron
Watch
Mann
out.
supposed to rush on.
Incomplete.
They tried to set up a screen, and one of our men just about wound up with it.
Outstanding series of defense by the Redhounds again, Mike.
We've made some adjustments and wised up to what they're doing.
I think we've hit our stride.
Kind of like we've seen in the last 2 or 3 or 4 games. It takes us just a little while to get going.
That's right.
4th down and about 12 to go. Well, now Hazard would need a big punt from their punter, and we certainly saw in warm-ups he's capable. Let's see what happens. Watkins and Taylor back just a little bit past midfield.
Timeout Redhounds. So with 7:01 on the clock here in the second quarter, it's all tied up 7-7. We'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, we're back to action. 7:01 on the clock. We're in the second quarter, 7-7. Hazard and Corbin, and the Bulldogs are punting. Mike, the punter is in the end zone.
Maybe we can stuff him back there. Let's see.
Boy, that'd be big. Matthew Taylor and Caleb Watkins deep.
Gets it out and gets that big tall kick we saw in warm-ups.
Watkins.
No, Caleb Watkins first.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Redhounds.
Great run
And
back.
I just told you off the air, I had a hunch at 42. I have to say it, Mike. I called that one. I said if Caleb Watkins receives that punt, it's time for a big play out of 42.
I think he got it down here to what, at about the 42-yard line. That would make that about a 58-yard kickoff or punt return for touchdown.
Big play right there. Caleb Watkins on the return.
All right, and our cameraman thinks it was closer back to the 40 or so it might have been more like a 60, 61-yard run back for Caleb to put us up 13-7 with the extra point attempt upcoming. Looks good. It is.
So with the kick, it's 14-7 Redhounds now, thanks to a big return from Caleb Watkins. And as the sirens in the fire truck go off, we celebrate that. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the Redhounds kick. All right, we're back to action. And the Redhounds just went up 14-7. We got 6:43 on the clock.
13, Eric back deep in the middle for Hazard to receive.
I think we're going to have what we thought we would, Mike, a good football game here. Been good so far, and I expect it to be maybe down to the wire.
21, B.J. Combs also back about the 10-yard line. Roman Mitchell advances on the ball. Whistle's going off. Hold on.
Well,
Saying re-kick. Maybe they had not yet blown the whistle and say go.
I think you're right. I didn't hear them blow the whistle, and
The officials need to be a little quicker there.
I don't guess that's a penalty, is it?
Apparently not. It was dead ball at that point. I guess if they thought you deliberately did that to delay game, they might call something on you, but there it was just kind of an honest little mistake. And one of them needs to blow the whistle. There it goes. Now we could kick. So pooch kick that time. Goes out of bounds. They can take it at the 35, I think, or make a free kick.
See what they do.
Or do they get it where it went out?
I believe they do have that option, don't they, of taking the ball where it goes out.
And that looks like where they're going to get it, where it went out at about the 37, 38-yard line.
So we're at the 6:43 mark. Redhounds, the last two series on defense, 4 and out, and let's see if they can do it again.
Scoreboard calls it the 36-yard line. It's kind of between there and the 37. Well, their back hits the line with a full head of steam, but he only gets up to the, he gets to the 40, so
Yeah,
about a 3-4 yard pickup.
Good pickup there. He run hard.
.58 Goforth, 19 Foley are given credit for the tackle. Second and about. Well, they didn't give him as good a mark as I thought. Second and about 7.
Whistle on the field.
The back judge or one of the side judges wants to talk to the head official. He says, well, where are we going to eat after the game?
Well, I don't know what that was about, Mike.
I don't know either. All right, he gets about 2-3 yards net on the play. Aaron Mans was putting some pressure on, and I noticed the guy that was blocking him had kind of a hand on him a little bit there.
Yeah.
And guided him on, but
yeah, big. I was going to say big Aaron Mans. He's working hard tonight. If he could keep his footing.
third and what, a short 3, long 2. Spreading the field out. 3 receivers right, 1 left, shotgun, and a man in the backfield. Keeper.
Watch out.
One of our men might be able to dive at him here. He gets into the end zone.
No, I don't think so.
No, they say just short. Now Corbin's claiming to have the ball. They say he came down, the ball was out.
Redhound football.
What about that? So apparently one of the Redhounds knocked that ball loose.
I tell you, I seen the ball come loose down there, Mike, but if we're so far away on the opposite side, it looked like he might have been out of bounds.
I thought he was going to make it on into the end zone. That's why I started to say he went on in, but apparently we punched the ball out before he got in.
Well, you know, when the folks buy these DVDs and they watch this on RBS Channel 18, they may be able to tell. But Matthew Taylor's the one, I believe, that had the beat on him.
He was pursuing him. But I sure thought he had made it in, but apparently the ball pops loose before he goes in.
So I'm going to say Matthew Taylor, and if not him, one of the Redhounds made a big play there.
Now, do you look for Roman to do a keeper, try to get a little yardage from the 1 yard line?
Yep, that's what he does. Good call, Mike.
Had a couple yards there. Now you might be able to risk the handoff without being afraid of being caught for a safety just as soon as your running back gets the ball.
Well, what a big shift in momentum.
Well, that has to take some energy out of Hazard to go from thinking they just had a big game for a touchdown to, oh, we don't have the ball anymore. Fritz.
Well, he's still on his feet.
Out to about the 10. Third and about 1.
That's a nice hard run there by Ryan Fritz.
Yeah, Ryan almost broke loose there.
He sure did. Well, that's the Ryan that we're used to seeing, that he keeps his legs moving and such good balance.
Well, we're spreading the field this time. House to the right, 3 men left, 1 man in the backfield. And it's a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Should be good, shouldn't it, Mike?
Looks like he's got it. Yeah, they're signaling first down. New line of scrimmage is close to the 12-yard line.
3:29 on the clock. Redhounds are up 14-7.
Matthew Taylor with the carry. Up to about the 17-yard line. Second and about 6. Randy, if we could just kind of grind the rest of the clock out and maybe score as we end the half to go up by another score, it'd put us in good shape.
Boy, that'd be big. Of course, we'll be kicking to Hazard to start the second half.
Fritz.
Watch out.
He's up to the 28-yard line.
Good hard running by Ryan Fritz.
First and 10. So he went from the 17 to about the 27, so about a 10-yard pickup for Ryan.
First down, Redhounds. Chains move. So the Redhounds have climbed out of that deep hole they were in back there at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I was a little concerned we might get nailed for a safety back there, but the quarterback sneak out to about the 3 helped. All right, they got us for a short pickup that time. Fritz gets to the 30. Second and what, a long 8.
Yep.
Clock ticking, 2:06 remaining in the half. Watkins.
Right side, watch out. He's breaking tackles. Watch him,
Very
keeping his
impressive
footing.
run, all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hard running by Caleb Watkins.
About an 18-yard pickup by Caleb. They gave him to about the 48.
Well, I can't think of any better way to describe it. I'm thinking, well, what a difference in this team. Just like you said, it's just like, you know, we got smashed in the mouth there a few times, and then we sort of woke up and said, hey. And
we almost caught Hazard. We did, I think, catch Hazard with too many players on the field, but the official did not call it. They still had a man coming off when the snap went off. This official on the side here did not call it.
Well, the Redhounds take a timeout, Mike, at the 1:38 mark, and we'll take a quick break with them. Well, we're talking as we're off the air there about the balanced attack that we have with our running backs, and what a luxury that it is, Mike, to have so many guys that can run the ball and run it so well.
True. Caleb Watkins in the backfield. Ryan Fritz split right with Aaron Mans. Now Caleb's in motion.
Uh-oh, ball's on the ground.
Our quarterback, I think, got back to it. No gain on the play. Maybe a slight loss. Minute and 24 left. The clock is ticking, 3rd and 9. And we're at our own 48. What's more important here, just burning the rest of the half out, or try to get this first down, or maybe a touchdown?
You know, I think I don't know if you're thinking touchdown. I think you're just worried mainly ball security, I imagine.
I suspect we're going to run it. Fritz.
Ryan Fritz, and he could take this one. Oh, nice move. Leaves him sitting in his tracks, and he will be run down there at about the, 20-yard line, 19-yard line?
About the 18-yard line. That stops the clock to move the chains with 50 seconds left, and we're about 18 yards to pay dirt.
I think that was number 2, Alex Hall, that was able to run him down. Boy, that was a nice move right there.
So Ryan Fritz came from the 48 down to, where do they wind up marking it? Looks like it's more like
17.
the 16-yard line. So with 34 plus. 36-yard carry. Caleb gets to the 15.
Boy, it'd really be huge if we could get into the end zone here right before the half.
We got to move here. Clock ticking down to 33 seconds, and it's moving.
Give us a 2-touchdown cushion going into the locker room here at halftime.
We're at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 8. 24 seconds. Fritz. Ryan gets to about the 9-yard line. 17 seconds on the clock. Clock is stopped with the timeout by Corbin. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 from the 9-yard line.
Well, we will break away for just a moment and be back with this big play. All right, we're back to action. This is Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions. And
Randy, what do you do here? You throw it, 3rd down, you got 17 seconds left, you're at the 9-yard line.
that might be a good call right here, Mike. That way you still have time for another play. And he is rolling right, looking, throwing. Ooh, that has to be some pass interference. Yeah, that's a good call right there.
We may get a 1st and goal here. Close up, the intended receiver was House, and it did appear that number 1 Olinger or one of the other defenders was on him. Maybe had a hold of him, literally.
Yeah, he was right on his back.
So with 11 seconds left, Corbin will have 1st and goal at the, is it at the 5 it appears. It may be the 4-yard line. Well, you got a chance here to maybe one pass into the end zone again.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 plays. Fritz and Watkins split right. Ben House left, moving over the middle.
He hit him. Touchdown, Redhounds. I couldn't tell who it was.
Is it Aaron Mans?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Big 81, Aaron Mans has the ball. Yes, touchdown for Aaron. So 5 seconds remaining on the clock. We tack on another touchdown to go up 20-7.
Yeah, I think that's big.
Big score, extra score here, especially after Hazard almost tied it up there a few minutes ago. Did this drive start on our 1-yard line?
On the 1-yard line, Mike. 99-yard scoring drive. I think going to have some offsides on Hazard.
Called offsides. Now, we may decline that, or do you take it and move the ball? Yeah, they say that just the angle to move it doesn't make much difference. So the ball remained put down at the 10. 1, Josh Jewell to hold. 33, Saxon Okuma to attempt the extra point. It looks good, but it's close to that wide upright. That one was close.
Yeah, but he got it through there.
21-7, Corbin leads with 5 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that was big, Mike. The Redhounds, as we said, they'll be kicking to Hazard to start the second half. So, you know, this game is, I don't believe by far is, you know, over.
It could very well be a tie game or a 1 touchdown difference.
Sure could. We saw how capable they are of breaking the big play. So, you know, this just gives you a cushion to work with.
And just looking at some of these Hazard players, though, you can see the look on their face. They're dejected.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, you know, it lets some of the air out of your balloon when you are down there and you're a step away from going into the end zone, and then you lose the ball. And then when the other team picks, you know, covers it and goes 99 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, if that was Matthew Taylor that knocked it loose, and I agree with you, he was the closest one going in there. That was a great play to knock it loose, and somebody got on it, prevented the touchdown. That's how you win championships, big plays like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
33, Okuma to do the kickoff this time. Short pooch kick. It's loose, and one of the big men gets on it. Well, the clock did not start.
No, it didn't.
This reminds me of end of the first half at Commonwealth Stadium last week.
Yes.
UK should have had one more play to maybe kick a field goal to end the first half, but there was a big mix-up with the clock, and first they had trouble getting it set right, and then when the play went off, it didn't even come on, and then the officials announced that by rule that meant the half ended. And I remember Rich Brooks was fit to be tied. I heard him interviewed later. He said, yeah, we got hammered by our own clock man. But 5 seconds are left on the clock, and I think probably should have been more like 3 or 4, but it probably won't make a difference. Let's hope not.
Good protection. He's airing it out.
He has a receiver.
He's got a man.
End of the first half. Corbin up 21-7. I don't think there was any contact there. Did you see any? I mean, the Hazard people think there was a penalty, but
I think they were more upset with the fact that he didn't catch the ball, but he got took down anyhow.
Yeah, the Corbin defender had slipped and was on the ground, and I don't think he touched their receiver. The receiver just couldn't catch the ball. So 21-7, we're going to half. We'll be right back with second half action in a couple of minutes.
To the center of the field for the presentation of the football homecoming court. The senior members of the football team are escorting the candidates. Hannah Brown is the 18-year-old daughter of Robert and Penny Brown. She is being escorted by Ben House and Eric Newberry. Ben is the 18-year-old son of Joe and Kim House, and Eric is the 18-year-old son of Roger and Linda Newberry. Hannah Brown, Ben House, and Eric Newberry. Rachel Ely is the 17-year-old daughter of Clayton and Diane Ely, who is being escorted by Kendall Vickers. Kendall is the 17-year-old son of Frank and Adelia Vickers. Rachel Ely and Kendall Vickers. Morgan Freeman is the 18-year-old daughter of Brent and Jennifer Freeman. She's being escorted by Luke Osborne. Luke is the 17-year-old son of David and Shonda Osborne. Morgan Freeman and Luke Osborne. Morgan McKinney is the 17-year-old daughter of Lewis and Michelle McKinney. She is being escorted by Aaron Manns and Keith Epperson. Aaron is the 17-year-old son of George and Heather Manns. And Keith is the 17-year-old son of James Epperson and Margaret Meadows. Morgan McKinney, Aaron Manns, and Keith Epperson. Lindsay Neely is the 17-year-old daughter of Dwayne Neely and Heather Mann. She is being escorted by Jimmy Landon and Jonathan Goforth. Jimmy is the 18-year-old son of Brian and Stacy Landon, and Jonathan is the 17-year-old son of Henry and Myra Goforth. Lindsay Neely, Jimmy Landon, and Jonathan Goforth. Sarah Parks is the 17-year-old daughter of Jeff and Lee Parks. She is being escorted by Ryan Fritz. Ryan is the 18-year-old son of Ronnie and Sharon Fritz. Sarah Parks and Ryan Fritz. Jenna Parton is the 17-year-old daughter of James and Priscilla Parton. She is being escorted by C.J. Crawford and Bama Finnan. C.J. is the 17-year-old son of Tim and Jackie Crawford. And Bama is the 18-year-old grandson of Joe and Joyce Pavlidis. Jenna Parton, C.J. Crawford, and Bama Finnan. Rachel Powers is the 17-year-old daughter of David and Marcia Hurst. She's being escorted by Devin Souders and Mackenzie Stewart. Devin is the 17-year-old son of Jay and Tina Souders, and Mackenzie is the 17-year-old son of Jeff and Pat Stewart. Rachel Powers, Devin Souders, and Mackenzie Stewart. Teresa Reedy is the 17-year-old daughter of Pramod and Anita Reedy. She's being escorted by Dylan Reed and Caleb Adnan. Dylan is the 17-year-old son of Glenn Reed and David and Libby Keck. Caleb is the 17-year-old son of Dwayne and Deborah Adams. Teresa Reedy. Correction, Reddy. Dylan Reed and Caleb Adams. Shelley Rossi is the 18-year-old daughter of Michael and Colleen Rossi. She is being escorted by Stephen Smallwood and Brandon Nance. Stephen is the 17-year-old son of Jimmy and Janet Smallwood. Brandon is the 17-year-old son of Keith and Connie Nance. Shelley Rossi, Stephen Smallwood, and Brandon Nance. Bobby Stewart is the 17-year-old daughter of Garvin and Gail Stewart. She is being escorted by Guy Llewellyn. Guy is the 17-year-old son of Carl and Judy Llewellyn. Bobby Stewart and Guy Llewellyn. Lauren Trapoto is the 17-year-old daughter of Kim Trapoto. She is being escorted by Caleb Watkins. Caleb is the 18-year-old son of Ronnie and Jenny Watkins. Lauren Capoto and Caleb Watkins. Allison Willems is the 17-year-old daughter of Steve and Cindy Willems. She is being escorted by Justin Spencer and Ryan Norris. Justin is the 18-year-old son of George and Heather Mann. Ryan is the 17-year-old son of Tony and Dina Morris. Allison Willems, Justin Spencer, and Ryan Norris. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2009 Football Homecoming Queen Court and their escort. Now please welcome to Campbell's Field, the Corbin High School 2008 Football Homecoming Queen, Lindsay Sizemore. Lindsay is attending Alice Lloyd College. We would also like to extend a special thank you to Mr. Tim Bryant of Lloyd Williams, who has generously donated the crown for tonight's homecoming, and the CHS Student Council. Would like to thank Mr. Bryant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Corbin High School 2009 Football Homecoming Queen, Shelly Rossi. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2009 Homecoming Queen, Shelly Rossi and her escorts, Brandon Nance and Stephen Smallwood.
Productions in RBS Channel 18, Fort Campbell Field. It's homecoming night. And the Redhounds are up 21-7 over the Hazard Bulldogs here as we get set to start second half action. As we get ready to come back, we want to remind you this broadcast is a product of Redhound Productions. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast for any reason is strictly prohibited without written consent from Redhound Productions. We want to remind you to order your Redhound football packages. You want to pre-order those, you can contact Michelle Payne at 528-4067 or go to www.redhoundproductions.com. Corbin Middle School football packages are $40. Corbin High School football packages $50 until October 1st, so hurry and pre-order your package today. If you're watching us on RBS Channel 18, it's Tuesday night, and that's it when you can catch Redhound football. The varsity action from the prior Friday airs every Tuesday night on RBS Channel 18. And also on Monday nights, you can catch 7th and 8th grade action, middle school football, from the prior Thursday. Both of the middle school squads standing at 5-1, and I believe have secured home field advantage for the conference playoffs. And so be sure and tune in when you can to catch them. Want to thank our corporate sponsors as always. Corporate sponsors of Redhound Productions and what they do for us in Redhound football. That's Angela Morris, Doctor of Audiology at Southeast Kentucky Audiology. She's located at 1707 Cumberland Falls Highway, Suite U7. 528-9993 is her phone number. You can schedule an appointment. Bluegrass Medical Center in Corbin at 1317 Cumberland Falls Highway, Suite B, and also in Williamsburg on U.S. Highway 25 South, Suite 2C. You can call 523-5402 to schedule an appointment. And the Tri-County Elks Lodge, number 2826, located at 207 North Main Street in Corbin. They've been serving our communities, state, and country since 1868. You can call 523-1076 for information on joining the lodge. Randy McCarg with Mike Goforth, my partner as always, and Jason Snell, our cameraman. And there's the kick by Roman Mitchell, and we're underway in the second half, Mike.
Site number 12 gets it for Hazard, and that is Zach Blanton. He's up to about the 29-yard line.
Well, Mike, quickly I had a couple of stats there from the half. For the Redhounds, rushing-wise, we had Caleb Watkins carrying 6 times for 28 yards. Ryan Fritz, the leading ball carrier, with 8 carries for 68 yards. Redhounds had, of course, the big 65-yard touchdown play. Matthew Taylor on a halfback pass to Ben House, and then also 60-yard punt return by Caleb Watkins for a touchdown, and then a 13-play, 99-yard touchdown drive Aaron Manns on the touchdown reception.
And the quarterback keeps up the middle. Gets up to about the 33-yard line. It'll be second and about 7.
So that was all the scoring drives for the Redhounds in the first half. And we also want to make mention the big play that we believe it was Matthew Taylor on the far side and knocked the ball loose.
I talked with a couple of people who saw the play from the other side. They said that the man for Hazard just simply was stretching out with the ball and lost the handle. We didn't knock it out. And he just was stretching, trying to get in the end zone, and he just lost the ball.
Well, that turned into a 99-yard drive.
Okuma comes in from behind to get the tackle and brings him down at the 35 to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Well, that field now, Mike, is getting really chewed up after one half of football. It is really chewed up out there. And I was just thinking, we were talking earlier off the air that Jimmy Hendrickson now does the groundskeeping over here.
Jimi Hendrix, that was the guy back in the 70s, the great rock musician. Same guy?
No relation. This is Hendrick's son.
Yeah, I think Jimi Hendrix passed away back in the 70s.
Ball was on the ground and they cover it. Yeah, so he was over here yesterday and was sad about all the rain that came through, and he's going to be really sad after this one. He's going to have a lot of work to do. But he had the field in great shape when we started this game. 4th
down and about 8. Good defensive play. 10 minutes, 21 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Corbin up by 14 points. Yeah, I think that was Hendrix, the rock musician in the 70s. And this is Rickson here. 42 Watkins. He gets out to about the 33-yard line. Again, we've seen the wet turf giving the defenders a hard time. You got the speed going there, and you fly on by if the guy can make a little move on you.
I heard a coach behind us saying that they had 12 men on the field. And we saw that in the first half, didn't we, Mike?
Yeah, I wonder which team, though. So Corbin takes over 1st and 10 with the ball and the lead. Saw some Tebow-isms in the Harold Litter Sports section today. Of course, Corbin, or UK rather, plays Florida tomorrow, #1 team in the country. Uh-oh, big defensive play there. Ryan Fritz has caught about a 3-yard loss on the play. They said Tebow's so good that he can watch the 60 Minutes program in 20 minutes. That was one of several Tebow-isms.
That's pretty good. 9:36 on the clock here. Well, Redhounds lost 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, the defense was all over that one. Ryan was trying to run to the right, but he didn't have much blocking over there. Watkins.
Watch out.
He just about got into the full gallop.
Still on his feet.
About 10 yards out of it.
He sure did.
3rd and about 3.
3rd and 4 now for the Redhounds. Or 3rd and 3.
Well, a scrimmage right about the 40, and we've got to come out to about the 43 with it.
Well, the Hazard fans down below us trying to urge their players on. Let's see.
Brady Foley and Caleb Watkins in the backfield.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Tags on it. 4th down and about 4. The wet pigskin slips loose.
I have to think, Mike, that now that we're into the second half, and as muddy as it is, that we're going to see some more of that, and we just have to hope that we can do a good job of getting that ball.
Well, Mahan goes in motion, but if he stayed over to the left there, they would have had a
ball.
Bad snap. Hazard's on it.
Flag on the play. Well, I don't know what happened there, Mike. It was such a short snap, it makes me wonder if they were going to try something there.
All right, there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is. They are talking to Hazard about it. But Hazard's going to have the ball in Corbin territory at about the 33, so that pumps a little life into him.
Yeah.
I think you're right there. It's hard to say what was up there.
Yeah, it was such a short snap that it just makes me wonder because the man came in motion.
But if you're up by 14 points on a 4th and
right,
4, you're probably punting.
Didn't make much sense, did it?
So Hazard in Corbin territory, and the line of scrimmage looks to be about the 33, but it's a little hard to tell on that wet, muddy
yes,
field.
It is. Now, they've got good field position, that's for sure. Through his hands.
You know, you got a jersey with mud all over it. You got a ball that's a little bit wet coming in. That's probably all factored in there.
Yeah, I think, Mike, you're taking big risk now throwing the football.
And our men are having trouble when they're rushing the quarterback, just getting your footing, and then if you need to try to shift left or right, you just don't have the traction to do it when you're trying to rush the quarterback. It's almost like you're sliding around on ice out there.
Yeah.
Second down, 10.
Here's a snap. Gonna throw again.
Well, 13 was on defense there. Is that Dylan Reed? Corbin, and it was close. The Hazard fans saying, hey, he got there early.
Yeah.
No flag went down.
Dylan Reed, of course, filling in for Devin Souders in a starting role tonight.
Third down, 10. Hazard sends one thoroughly muddy receiver out to the right. His number barely distinguishable, number 21, Combs. Quarterback Combs gets the ball.
They're going to try to pass again.
And he gets away from the rush. Again, the mud.
Watch out. Nice run.
Yeah, close to a first down yardage there. Many of our tacklers were thrown off, just could not get traction to adjust to make the tackle.
Well, he's fortunate to keep his balance because it's really slick out there.
Yeah, their quarterback number 15, John Combs, is a junior.
He was their leading rusher in the first half, Mike. He carried the ball 5 times for 73 yards.
So they're down to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Little bobble there. That gives us a chance to get him. 58, Jonathan Goforth leads the charge. Jonathan's a senior. I spoke with his family. They're very, very, very distant relatives of mine. Way out down the line, cousin of some sort.
Looking to throw. Nice play defensively out there by the Redhounds. Who is that? I can't make the number
Reed
out.
was one of them there, and then number 2, Mitchell Frederick, was in the area.
I think that was Reed that made the nice play there defensively.
Third down 10 from the 20. 6 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Corbin with the 14-point lead, but Hazard threatening down here.
And this Hazard coach much more courageous than I would be throwing that ball, and it is so slick.
And Combs runs with the ball, gets away on this wet field.
Ooh, what a block.
He's very close to the end zone, but they're going to call him out at about the 1-yard line.
He threw a block down here, this guy did, but they're going to call it maybe a block in the back.
Yeah, I see a flag down. They caught one of our boys at just the right angle to lay him out, and they did it. But he has the first down unless the penalty is a blocking penalty that might take it back. Let's see. They're marching backwards with the ball. Back to the 20-yard line. Probably a 10-yard penalty from the point of infraction, which was about the 10 apparently, and back to the 10 or 20-yard line. 3rd down 10 is the result from the 20.
Well, it was a hard lick he put on number 9 Crawford down there.
Yeah, they caught him just at that right angle where he would lay a guy out, take his feet out from under him. Blitz. The mud sweeps him away. 4th down.
Incomplete. He way overthrew him on that one.
Yeah, we had good defense on that back there. They didn't have any of the receivers break free. Maybe the quarterback just put it where nobody could get it. Well, 4th down 10. Do they bring on that place kicker?
Nope. Don't look like they are, Mike. And I can't blame them with it so muddy out there.
Yeah, he'd have a hard time getting traction to kick.
But they'll continue to throw.
The Hazard people are saying there was contact while the ball was in the air. I'd say that was a potential call, but there's a little discretion there for the officials.
Yes.
Did it affect the play? Did it not? Was there just incidental contact or not? Probably if you go by the letter of the rule book, if there's contact while the ball's in the air, there can be a penalty called.
Well, the Redhounds take over. They dodged a bullet.
Taylor to the right. Fritz and Foley in the backfield. Aaron Mann's over to the right at tight end. They run in his direction and don't get a whole lot. Fritz for about 2.
6:20 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
So what you pick on the UK-Florida game tomorrow?
I don't know about that one, Mike. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to think about that one.
Taylor splits to the right. Fritz with the handoff. Well, they grab him quick, but he gets to about the 25. 3rd and about 5. There's still time for Hazard to come back here and knock this up.
Oh, yeah, just 2 touchdowns, and Hazard has moved the ball. I mean, this game is far from being over.
They have some talented players.
A lot of football to play here.
So this one's not on ice yet, so to speak.
I'll give you a prediction there. I say Florida 49, Kentucky 21.
Okay.
Ooh.
Penalty could have gone there, but they don't call it. A little bit of early contact, and Aaron Mans even says, hey, what about that?
Yeah.
But no flag, incomplete. Roman Mitchell tried to hook up with his tight end at about the 37-yard line. That would have been good for a first down had he been able to pull it in. Matthew Taylor back, punt formation. 12, Zach Blanton back deep to receive the punt. 4th and 5.
I hear the Hazard fans saying, watch the referee.
Low rugby kick to the 43.5-yard line. About a 32, 33-yard punt.
Well, they'll have good field position starting there. Let's see what they do. 4:52 left here in the 3rd quarter. Redhounds up 21-7, and it's still yet a lot of football to be played.
Hazard just down by 2 scores, certainly capable of doing something with that much time left in the third quarter.
Well, they continue to want to throw the ball. On that last series, they just throw, and I think they're taking big chances. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Redhounds pick one.
And it looks like the left end, tight end over there for Hazard jumped. Procedure that'll cost him 5.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs.
Hazard has had a number of penalties, false starts and whatnot tonight. Quarterback keeper. We get him at the 40.
So
38, Brandon Nance gets the credit for the tackle. Brandon is a senior.
picked up a couple, should be 2nd and about 13.
I think Brandon was one of the escorts for the homecoming queen. And I cannot recall her name now. Did you catch?
It was her last name was Rossi.
Rossi, okay.
Looking to throw again. See, I'm telling you, Mike, I'm looking for a pick because it's hitting his hands and going, and he just can't get a grip on it.
That one looked like it got all the way to the hip of the receiver. He's got to get his hands on it and pull it in. What is it? They teach them to hold their hands like in a V like that and then bring it in.
You see the Redhounds do that drill down here in pregame.
But when you let it hit your body like that, most times it's going to bounce away from you.
Big third down play right here for the Redhounds.
Big rush put on there. Little screen set up though. And the Greaves Bulldog, or Muddy Bulldog, fights his way through for about 6.
Yeah, he's out to what, about the 47-yard line. Going to be well short of the first down.
I had a couple of English Bulldogs. Those Bulldogs were 2 of the finest people I've ever known.
They are pretty dog.
Neat personality.
There's the punt, and it's
trying to get it out of bounds here, and he does.
Oh, watch out. In the end zone.
It stayed in, but it went to the 5-yard line.
Oh, that is 5-yard line. My bad. I thought that was the goal line.
Yeah, he got a punt. He got a neat roll out of that. So the line of scrimmage was the 47, and that's at the 40, at the 5. So at least a 42-yard punt there.
Great punt right there by Hazard.
I thought it was going to jump out of bounds, but it just kept rolling. Got all the way to the 5-yard line. So 3 minutes, 18 seconds left, third quarter. From Corbin's standpoint, we don't want to turn it over down here.
Well, we had one long drive from this end of the field, a 99-yard touchdown drive. Maybe we can put another one together here. Caleb Watkins, if he catches that corner, watch out.
He's out to about the 27-yard line, so that's about a 22-yard pickup.
Big run right there.
He got the galloping there after a couple of yards.
When he hits his stride out there, he's really hard to run down.
Fritz. Not much room there, up to about the 28.5, 29-yard line. 2nd and about 8.
2:54 on the clock. Clock continues to run. We're in the third quarter. It's 21-7, Redhounds.
Watkins.
Watch out.
Penalty flag came back into the holding area back in the middle of the field, so this may come back. But a really fine-looking run by Caleb.
It sure was.
From the 28 all the way across midfield to the 41. 31-yard play is going to be negated by a penalty against Corbin. Is that holding?
Yeah, I think it was.
So it'll remain second and be second and long. And he starts marking it from the 29. Will that take it to the 19? Yeah. 10-yard penalty from the point of the infraction, apparently.
Let's bring up now second down and
almost 15.
Yeah. 2:20, clock continues to run.
Well, half the Hazard defensive line jumps. Did we pull them? Nope. Offsides Hazard. Well, you wonder if maybe our quarterback has a little voice inflection there in the snap that well, you can set them up, I guess, by using a certain cadence and snapping at a certain point several times, and then you do it again but don't snap then. And
right.
They anticipate the snap, having seen it occur at a certain point.
Matthew Taylor this time.
To the 28-yard line.
Matthew not carrying the ball much tonight.
Third and about 7. He's been very active, though, on defense and had the punting duties and has had a few carries, handled the ball some. He also completed that halfback pass that went for the touchdown, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
What
Had
was
that
that,
big
65
yards.
Yep. So he's been right in the
oh,
middle
yeah,
of things.
he's in the thick of it.
And that looks like Matthew carrying the ball, and they grab him quickly at about the 32. This is going to be 4th down and about a yard to go. One of the Hazard coaches back here was hollering he thought Corbin moved, like illegal motion, but no call. Well, the mark gives us 4th and about 2.5 yards to go.
Hazard holds.
Matthew Taylor to punt. Derek Mahan in motion, goes over there to do a little blocking, create a little
pass.
Fake.
Oh.
Ooh, almost intercepted, but so they will take over at the 32-yard line. We give Hazard a short field.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Well, Matthews 1 for 2 on passing tonight, and with that 50% touchdown on one of them. So still a pretty good passing night for Matthew.
Yeah, that right there, I just think about that. We're so deep on our end of the field now. We've set them up in some really good position. We put pressure on the defense now.
It certainly caught everybody by surprise. I think, had the man been able to handle the pass there, although I know the ball was probably wet, but it was a potentially catchable ball.
It goes back to what we've been talking about. It is so slick, and throwing the ball is a big risk. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Corbin players think they have it. Yes, the official says Corbin gets on it. So there again, there's the wet ball, and Corbin gets it back. Yeah, that right there probably took just about the last bit of energy out of Hazard there. What do you think?
Well, 32 seconds left here in the third quarter, and yeah, I mean, that's a little bit heartbreaking when you get an opportunity like that, and then on the very first play, Mike, you fumble it away.
So 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Corbin up by 14 points. Matthew Taylor with the carry to the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, the thing is Hazard has played a good football game. I mean, they've made some mistakes, with penalties, and, yeah, they've, had some turnovers. But, boy, they have really put the effort on the field.
Athletically, physically,
yes.
Yeah, very talented team.
And, when you're playing that hard and everything, yeah, it's got to be heartbreaking, to keep seeing opportunities go by the board.
That's the end of the third quarter, and it'll be 2nd and 8 when we come back for fourth quarter action.
We're back to action. This is Corbin Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. We're on RBS Channel 18. We're at Campbell Field as we start the fourth quarter of action now in a hard-fought football game. Two good football teams, second-ranked Corbin and fourth-ranked Hazard in their respective classes. Redhounds are up 21-7, Mike, and they have it 2nd and 7 from their own 35.
They stack us up quick. Handoff was to Brady Foley, but the defense was there. No gain. So it's 3rd and a short 7. Well, 3rd and about 7. Roman Mitchell has the play. He's coming back to the huddle with the play. They break quickly. Aaron Mans goes to the left. Matthew Taylor, Caleb Watkins, and Brady Foley in the backfield. Give us to 42 Watkins, and he's stacked up for about a half-yard gain. 4th down and about 6 to go. Well, we're in similar field position. I think we were at the 32 last time when we did the fake. Now we're at the 35, just opposite end of the field. Same relative location, though.
Still a lot of time left here in this football game with 10:50 on the clock. So Redhounds have to keep fighting.
Yeah, quick strike by Hazard, and we could have a game here. Rugby kick, gets it away. Caught at the 34, here he comes. 22 Mahan puts on the first lick. And they're going to call Corbin maybe for a late hit there.
Late hit, yep.
But you know, as wet as it is, if you're coming in, sometimes you just can't stop.
That's true too, Mike.
That should have been taken into consideration there, but
I wonder if that didn't play a part in it.
Number 9, Crawford was there for Corbin, and a couple of others. I think one of our guys just couldn't stop with the wet field. Wound up coming in a little late. Had to give him 15 yards. Corbin's 41-yard line's the line of scrimmage. We just don't want to see a quick strike by Hazard here with them down to 14. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Combs rose to the right. Good defense back there, but he also has good protection.
And it breaks down now. All right.
33
Yeah.
Okuma gets a hold of him. Sacks him. But that was kind of a coverage sack. The coverage was good in the secondary.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. Because their line is doing a great job of protecting, but I'm glad to see Saxon get in there and get a big sack on him. I don't know, that may be the first one we've got on him tonight.
2nd down and about 13 to go. Looking to throw again. He's got the protection again. He's got
Caught.
it. And he runs backwards. One of his fellow players' helmet's off, and he gets back into the play, though.
He lost yardage.
Yeah, he was circling around trying to make it around this left corner, but he lost, 4 or 5 yards after he caught them.
Yeah, Mitchell Fredericks, number 42 on the...
He'd been better off just going down where he caught it or pushing ahead for another yard or two. He burned time and lost yardage doing that. 9:20 left in the game. 37.5-yard line.
Flag. Number 19, Brady Foley.
One of our players, a motion called against the backfield of Hazard. Is that one we can decline? And would we? Corbin is going to decline the penalty. I saw one of the Corbin players asking the sideline, what do you want to do? So it'll be 4th down from the 34-yard line. They've got to go, it appears to just a little shy of the 30 there.
They don't want to give them that extra down, do they, Mike?
4th and about 3. Big rush put on. Again, the sloppy field. Number 9 for Corbin puts the tackle on C.J. Crawford, but I think he got the first down.
I was going to say, I really can't tell. I don't have a good view here.
It is close, though.
Hazard player, I see signaling that he thinks they've got the first down.
They're going to measure this. I can't see where the ball is over there on the opposite side where they put it down.
Well, we're at the...
You know where that official is hovering over the ball and where I see the stick over here? It is close.
Yeah.
Real close. Too close to call.
8:32 on the clock. This is a big measurement right here.
I hear the Hazard coaches speculating they're just a little short. Let's see when they stretch the chain. Yeah, he's a little short.
Yeah.
Corbin
Quite a bit short. He's
Corbin.
about a yard short, looks like.
He predicted it right there, didn't he? So Corbin takes over on downs.
Big stop by the Redhounds. What defense has come up big when they needed to tonight?
This wet field has just, hampered both teams being able to do things. Frequently, we'll be getting a good rush on, and they just take a little different direction, and the guys, just can't get traction to adjust. But, there, I think the Hazard man running with the ball, he couldn't make the cuts he might have made on a dry field.
Right.
Either.
Well, the Redhounds now need to put something together here, Mike, and at least get some time off the clock.
Caleb Watkins, Brady Foley in the backfield. Caleb with the handoff.
Right up the middle, still on his feet, all the way to the 45-yard line.
First down.
Leaving a trail of Bulldogs behind him.
I guess we haven't said this all night, but this has been a true dogfight.
Is it? That's right, it has. Which is going to come out on top, the Redhound or the Bull?
Now, if we were real witty, we would have observed that early on in the game.
Yes, we would have.
We're getting a little older, Randy. May not be as fast as quick as we used to. Kalo has a good run.
Watch out. Oh, boy.
He's, I think, got first down yardage again.
Down near the 40-yard line. Well, I think I say it every week. He seems to get stronger as the game goes on. The deeper you get into the game, seems like Caleb will get stronger. And you can count on him to still be running hard in the fourth quarter.
41-yard line's where they put it down. 7:47 on the clock.
And let's not fail to mention, he's getting some blocks out there that's giving him some room to run. This time Fritz. And he's still on his feet. Watch out. As he breaks through there all the way down to the 20.
Good run by Ryan.
Redhounds now are going for the throat, Mike. I think they smell blood, and they're trying to seal the deal.
Big number 60, Alan Fugit, makes the saving tackle for Hazard. Well, 7 minutes and 28 seconds left. Corbin closing in on another score, already up by 2 scores. We look to be in good shape at this point.
Looks like we are. There's a break on the field. They have timeout. We're going to take it with them, and we'll be back shortly with the play. We're back to action. 7:28 on the clock. It's 21-7 Redhounds, and they have the ball first and 10, 20-yard line of the Bulldogs. Handoff goes to Caleb Watkins, right side, powers his way down near the 15. Another good run, Mike.
Yeah, looks strong there. Bring up second down and about 4. But looking ahead, Randy, Corbin will be at Winchester, Kentucky at Clark County High School, also known as George Rogers Clark High School. 7:30 kick. That's next Friday, October 2. And the week after that, October 9, will be at Hindman, Kentucky, Hindman, Hindman, Knott County. who we play there.
Right side, Caleb Watkins. He's going to go in. Touchdown, Redhounds.
That makes it 27-7 with the extra point conversion attempt upcoming. And the Corbin ladder truck sounds off in celebration. You know, I don't see the Corbin band over there anymore. When they sneak out?
I noticed that just a while ago, Mike. They did it very quietly.
I guess if you're going to sneak out on the Redhounds, it's best to do it quietly.
Yeah. Saxon Okuma. That's Josh Jewell. He has it down, and
Looks good.
he got it. No,
Oh, no.
just missed it. I think it must have went across the top of that
What about that?
goal post because it was real close. But
Is that the first one he's missed?
it is.
That have been kicked. We had one snap that was wild. They didn't get the kick or
But-
try a field goal or something earlier this year. I think that's the first place kick.
first one I can remember. Which makes it 27-7 Redhounds with 6:46 left on the clock, and now I believe that seals the deal, Mike, barring a miracle of miracles.
I agree with that. That big of a margin, 20 points and only 6 minutes 46 left in the game. We should be all right.
Redhounds, of course, looking for their 5th victory of the season.
Well, this game's kind of run like a lot of the other games. Early on, very tight and very close, and it took Corbin a few minutes to get lathered up, to make adjustments, and we've seen that. That's just been the way this team's played this year. And then we've caught some, they've had some turnovers to us, and the one big one that was really pivotal early was when it was 14-7, and the Hazard quarterback almost went in for a touchdown on a long run, but he was stretched out, lunging to go in, and the ball got loose, and we got it at the 1 yard line, and then the long 99-yard time-consuming drive that we went in for a touchdown, that put us up 21-7. That really was a big turning point in the game.
It was. That was a really impressive drive by the Redhounds.
Folks on the other side of the field, there's Roman Mitchell's kick, said that the quarterback just was stretched out, lunging, trying to get in, and he just lost the handle on the ball.
Ooh, there's a lick laid on. Number 17, is that Bailey?
Tommy Bailey, a sophomore.
Tommy Bailey putting a big lick on the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. He was there.
Well, I tell you, Mike, I was just looking here as I'm looking at the scoreboard. Of course, we still have 6:40 left on the clock. But if this score holds up, this Redhound defense has really been stout. As we're looking over the season, we gave up 16, then 14, then 8 to North Laurel, and a shutout last week. Defense is really doing a good job.
Very effective. We'll throw a long pass here if he can get it off. And he shortens it up. Flag down.
Hey, Joe, that's a great job.
Be a first down one way or the other. They're up to the 48.5-yard line.
Nice play there.
I think they're going to call our defender for having a hand on the receiver as the ball was coming in. Let's see whether the penalty or the play is better. They declined the penalty. The play's better. 1st and 10 Hazard up at the 48, almost 49-yard line.
Well, when they're throwing the ball like this, of course, they start completing these passes, Mike. That stops that clock each time. And, there's a lot of time left. We don't want to count our chickens before the eggs hatch.
True.
Big pressure. That's Okuma.
He almost got him. He throws it out of bounds. I don't see a receiver over there.
And a flag.
Who is he throwing it to? Yeah, one of the receivers came across from the middle, and he's saying, that was me. I was over there. I don't think the official's buying it. He
Ooh,
says
intentional grounding.
lost it down, 5-yard penalty. Ooh, the Hazard people are up in arms. Watch out. Morgan's the last name of the official there. I think the Corbin police better escort him out, because these Hazard people are not happy.
No, they're not. Well, I always get a kick out of it, Mike.
He threw that so far away from any eligible receiver. That was not a bad call.
No, I don't think so.
And the receiver who came across from the middle and was kind of lobbying, saying, hey, it was to me, he really was not anywhere close to the pass when it was thrown. He was not in the intended area. Long pass down the
Airing it
left.
out again.
Olinger.
Nice defensive play down here. That's Dylan Reed, number 13. He's done a very good job, Mike, I think, tonight.
And Floor Van Hoover came in to help out. Olinger was the intended receiver, and as you pointed out, he's been a very successful receiver so far this year.
Dylan Reed, of course, that's the spot that Devin Souders starts. He's injured, and Dylan Reed is doing a great job out there tonight, I think. He's made 2 or 3 good plays and got his hand up there and knocked that one away.
Third down and about 25 yards to go. We flush him out with the big.
Going down.
And number 4, I think, puts him down. Let's see who that was, though. No, 44. That is Luke Osborne. And he's down at about the 32-yard line. That brings up 4th down. They've got to come across the 50 and come to about the 41. So
4th and 25 is what the scoreboard's saying.
it's not a bad guess. It looks to me about 27 yards to go, something like that. Good punt.
Matthew Taylor.
He fakes the give to Watkins, but keeps it.
He's at the 40.
Flag
50,
in the middle of the field, though.
40. Put it on the brakes. Got a few more yards.
Flag's at the 49. Let's see what it is. Matthew made a really great punt return. He started, about the 29, 30-yard line, came across midfield, and got it down to about the 30 on that side, but it looks like it's going to come back with the penalty. Corbin will get the ball at about their own 41. PA guy says that was illegal block in the back.
5:19 left on the clock. 27-7 Redhounds.
I'll be surprised if we throw a whole lot here at this point.
Yeah, I would keep it on the ground.
You know, you might run 6 out of 7 times or something. You know, I mean, you might sneak one little pass in, but primarily
Caleb Watkins up the middle.
you're looking to run here.
Good yardage there by Caleb.
Yeah, about 8 yards. So about 7.5 yards on the pickup. We're down to 4 minutes and 48 seconds left. Clock ticking. Fritz in motion. Watkins.
Up the middle, and watch out.
First down yardage. He gets into
Big run right there.
into hazard territory, down to about the 33.
Another Redhound first down. .415.
Fritz wide right, Ben House wide left, Watkins and Foley in the backfield. Watkins. Plows ahead to about the 27-yard line. Second down and about 3. Clock ticking, 3:45 remaining. Corbin up by 20 points.
Redhound's going to move their mark to 5-0 with this victory.
Watkins and House wide left. Foley and Fritz in the backfield. Watkins in Mo. Ryan Fritz takes a licking, but still gets about a yard out of it after they getting hit.
Yeah, he got met immediately.
Third and about 2. And 3rd and 3. Yeah, there were a couple of tacklers there that made contact with Ryan, and he still pushed ahead
He
for
sure did,
another
yeah.
yard after they popped him.
Shows his strength.
Always keeps that balance. You can hit Ryan. He'll keep his balance.
Well, he
Just
has
stay up.
great balance, like a cat.
Combination of cat and spark plug and fire plug and a few other things. He's just, tough. Stays on his feet. Watkins down to the 22, and that's close to the first down.
Should be first down yardage. Looks like it. Well,
They didn't give him the greatest mark
didn't,
on
did
that.
they?
So now they're going to have to measure it. 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. Clock stops for the measurement. Yeah, I thought he had a little more yardage than where they put it down.
I thought he was closer to the 20.
So it's either going to be 1st and 10 or 4th and about a foot. Let's see. First down.
Move them chains.
And the ball's resting in a mud puddle there at the 22-yard line. House and Watkins to the left. 3 receivers right. Mans and Roman Mitchell and Brady Foley. Who's taking the snap? Number 4 gets away. Good run.
Ooh,
and
whoa!
Tear his helmet off. That's Hoover. Took
Boy.
the snap.
I mean, they ripped his helmet right off his head.
One of them got underneath there. So Hoover takes the snap, makes a nifty little run with the ball. And
How can that not?
he picks up about
Be a
4 yards
penalty.
out of it. I guess this came in underneath. Was not intentional, I don't think. So second down about 6. A little razzle-dazzle there with Corbin putting Roman Mitchell over here to the right at wide receiver position. Ben Hoover was left back there to take the snap. Now Roman Mitchell's in the shotgun formation, back at quarterback slot. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the game, clock ticking. Hoover gets the handoff, gets away.
Nice moves.
Yeah, he got a yard or 2 there. Got away from a couple of tacklers.
But not much.
No, maybe a yard at the most. Third down. Clock ticking.
This one's about in the books, Mike.
We're into 1:10 now.
Nearing that 1 minute mark.
We'll have to snap it one more time for sure with 1 minute and 5, and they just blew the whistle. So the third down play can get us down to about 30 seconds. Maybe a little further down. Now, we may not have to snap it again after this one. Of course, Hazard could call timeout, but I don't think with the 20-point margin they would at this point. Matthew Taylor's taking this snap. He hands off to a fresh-looking back, number 10, Mason Woods. And it'll be 4th down and about 1.5 yards, 2 yards to go. Clock's at 26 seconds. There's an injury timeout. One of the Hazard players is sitting in the middle of the field. So that will stop the clock at 24 seconds. And here comes the trainer. The young man's maybe holding his arm or wrist there. He's sitting.
It's hard to tell. He's so muddy, he's sitting in the mud.
Left
He is
arm
getting up
or
now.
wrist may be injured. But thank goodness he's able to get up. Well, he's also, the way he's holding it, it could be a rib. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's holding his ribs more than he is anything, isn't he?
Well, now he's pointing at that wrist. Hard to diagnose there. And now he's like rigging his right arm. Could it be a stinger and he would react like that?
Well, I was just noticing we have another Hazard player with his helmet off coming off the field also, Mike.
Oh, big number 68 or 60. Clock is wound. It starts to run, 22 seconds. I don't think we have to snap it, do we?
I believe we will.
I believe the official just told them you don't even have to snap the ball.
So the Redhounds will win this one 27-7.
Yeah.
Move their record to 5-0 on this season. And next up for the Redhounds is Clark County. George Rogers Clark up at Winchester. That's where we'll be next week. So, Mike, another good performance by the Redhounds. They come out slow and they finish fast.
Good victory over a talented, highly ranked
Yes.
team. And, you know, if you take away the muddy field and take away a few plays here and there, you know, we could have had a tight game here tonight. So,
Yeah, it's a good
victory
football
for
team.
Corbin. And, Randy,
agree.
good work in the game with you tonight. Take us to the house.
All right, Mike. Well, that, again, is win number 5 for the Redhounds. They move their record to 5-0 on the season with the victory on homecoming night. And as we go off there, we'll remind you once again that this is a product of Redhound Production. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast for any reason is strictly prohibited without written consent from Redhound Productions. I'm Randy McCard for Mike Goforth and our cameraman Jason Snell. That's a wrap on this one. 27-7, Redhounds win.